Hello everybody and welcome to the review of a lovely model. This is a review on the Bachmann V2. Now I did pick this up yesterday and that's because I actually counted through my change jar and I had £42 of change, which is insane. I don't know how I managed to do that, but that's what months and months of saving up gets you. Anyway, we'll start off with just the tender. Now, I thought I'd do this review before I began any weathering, and the weathering will only be light, but as you'll see it's in this beautiful BR green with the lake crest. Camera focus? No, I don't think it wants. Let's try and zoom in a bit. There we are. That's the crest from the 1960s. As you'll see, it's very well done considering this is an older model. Now, the Greasly V2s were designed for mixed traffic services, and their construction continued throughout the Second World War as they proved their use. However, there is only one of these locos in preservation, and that is Green Arrow, which is owned by the National Collection. I'm not sure if that loco is still a working loco. I think it's for static display or awaiting an overhaul or something like that at the moment, but I hope it does still run because I love these engines. But you see that I've fitted the details of the model, such as vacuum pipes. Sorry for the sun glare, I'm trying to do this so I've got the best light, but the coal load is crap basically. Because this is, like I said, this is an older model. The coal load is horrible, so we'll replace that. But it does have lame couplers, which is very, very nice, and some run buffers. And I say it's an older model. It came in the newer packaging, the new Bachmann packaging, like the J11 did, but it is an older moulding. However, it is very, very detailed, and features quite a nice array of tender details. That's just like I said, that's just a tender. Now we'll go on to the loco. Unlike its tender, this loco is very heavy. She has a great bit of weight to her. The entire chassis is die-cast, and I think the running plate is actually plastic, which you don't really expect on models. However, you can't separate the boiler and the running plate. Now, this coupler does not come as standard. This was left over from the J11. This would have been the tender one, but I decided to use it just to spruce up the front a bit. You see, vacuum pipe has been fitted, the steps come pre-fitted, and it does come with cylinder drain cocks to go under the cylinders, but I haven't fitted them due to this little wheel at the front. These are, as I like to nickname them, mini A3s, because that's what they are. They are essentially drawn up from the old A1, A3 model, plans that Greasly did, except they have obviously only a two-wheel bogie at the front, smaller driving wheels, smaller boiler and all that, but essentially, it does look quite similar to an A3. It's got the same sort of boiler, double chimney, same sort of smoke box door and all that. As you can see, this number is 6060 is the not 60, I can't remember, is the classification for BR, and 82862 is its actual number. You see, this bogie on here can move, and it is flanged, so this can be a bit of a pain to rail, but it does help with the running. Now the whistle, obviously I painted dry brush, but it does come unpainted, so there is quite a bit I have painted on this model that you might want to do as well. Now the carb, as you see, I've painted, but the detail is there, and it is very, very nice. It's a bit all bunched up together, but the V2s, but that's the Greasly by the back heads for you. This side is quite the same. As you'll see, I've painted a bit of gold on there, but yeah, there's not really much else to say. You see, it is in BR green livery, and it is a good model. It's good, like I say, it's very strong, and if anybody's wondering, the heavier the model, the better, because that usually means it'll run better, and also heaviness is more traction, because then it'll push down on the rails It's the gravity, so it'll be able to pull a lot heavier loads. So you could have this thing pulling quite big coach trains, you know, great express. But if we just look at the shed plate, please focus. Oh, almost had it there. There we are, roughly. It says 34A. Again, I'm not sure where that shed is. That's something else I'll have to look up. But my weathering plan for this model is as followed. I intend to only lightly put a bit of dust on the brakes and maybe just a bit on the chassis, only lightly though, and just a bit of smoke on the boiler. That's about it. As I want this model to be look pretty clean, so you can see the lovely BR green livery underneath. Now the tender coupling for this model, as you'll see, is just this little bar which like on the A1s and A2s, so it is quite an old coupling. Now this is for this hole here, the furthest one, is for if you want to just put it on your layout, but this one is for the second one nearest the cab, so that one is for close coupling. So if you wanted, let's just say if I just slot it in, you know, it would probably couple up something like that. So if you were display, hold on, I think I can actually do it. There, you can see, look, that's what you would have on your layout. And sorry, this is very tricky. Now I can't quite do it, but I have put it next to the hole, so that's sort of the thing, the effect you would get in the close coupling. So it is meant to be more realistic. I have actually forgotten what I was saying. Oh yeah, it is an 8-pin DCC. The DCC socket is located in the loco. So it would, and to dismantle this model, as you see, there's 2 screws at the back there that you would undo, and then there is, oh sorry, no, I thought I saw one under there. Oh no, I'm thinking of the homing ones, and then I'm assuming you would undo this screw here, take it off. But you don't quote me on that, as I haven't actually done that yet. But as you'll see, a nice feature from these, I mean, look at this valve gear. I absolutely love this courtesy valve gear. But it is, as you'll see, quite easy to disassemble. There is where you can fit a screwdriver in, and also there. So if you needed to replace this, if you have a V2 and you need to replace the valve gear, it is pretty easy to do. And the other details are the braking rods, which I have fitted to the loco, not the tender, as with that, for some reason, I don't know, I couldn't really seem to fit those properly. There was this bit at the end which always touched on the rails. I think that's how it was meant to do, but it wasn't going to work properly, like with the level crossing and stuff. So I've had to take that off, but it's no problem. At least the logo has it. Yeah, there's nothing really else I can say. If you want one of these, they are mixed traffic engines, as I say, so you can have them pulling anything. They are great for any northeastern layout, as mine is based, as the V2s were quite common, really. There is a lot of them. Like I say, there's only the one left, which is a massive, massive shame. But Green Arrow was actually in this livery. Green Arrow was one of the only ones to be named. I think it was the only one to ever be named, but like I say, don't quote me on that. Yeah, sorry, I'm not particularly very good at reviews. I just thought I'd give this one a review so you can all see it clean before I cover in grime. But yeah, but that is my review on the Bachmann V2. So, thank you for watching, and I will see you all later.